Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with the head of the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman in London. Mauricio, great to see you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, very happy, very excited. This is what boxing is all about.
Mauricio, I want to start at the top of the tree. This is Dmitry Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. There was some contention about the sanctioning for the fight. Can you talk me through what the process was to allow this fight to go ahead from the WBC's point of view?
I just want to concentrate in the fight that the world wants to see. It is Beterbiev against Bivol. Everything is resolved, everything is positive. Let's concentrate in boxing.
Fair enough. And when it comes to the fight, they're a grand occasion. Sometimes it's hard to get these fights over the line. Great occasion to see one of these big fights that have been mooted for a long time to be over the line now. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fight between two rivals, arch rivals for a long time. The two best light heavyweights in the world. Solid champions at the prime. So it's going to be a sensational match.
There are rumoured fights, for now rumoured, as we wait for the announcements. I want to start at the heavyweight top of the tree. We're believed to be getting Wilder versus Zhang. Are there WBC ramifications in terms of rankings or potential places in line for the winners of these fights, should they get the victory, in terms of being in the position for mandatory for the WBC belt?
The WBC voted in our last convention to sanction the undisputed title fight, and we had received a request for a rematch. We also voted in favor. So we have not put any mandatory positions in order to avoid a controversial or a disruption of all these great things happening in the heavyweight division. We want to have the flexibility. The fighters deserve that flexibility. You're having Joshua fighting, you're having all these championship fights, all these heavyweight mega events. The leadership of His Excellency Turkey has brought a new fresh air to the heavyweight division especially. And we're just looking, and we will assess every single fight. We have Caballel fighting Frank Sanchez as an elimination bout, but we are avoiding having any situation that will be in prejudice for the big fights that the fans want to see at this moment.
That disappoints you then, because it's believed that after the first fight with the rematch, that one of the belts might fragment and it won't be for the full undisputed the second time around. So from your point of view, when you're trying not to put any blockades for the second fight, it might not happen to be that way anyway because of another organization's rules.
I cannot comment on that. I just comment what we do. The winner of May 18 will be the undisputed heavyweight champion, the recognized best fighter in the world, and so be it. We will see what happens next.
You're the man that got all the promoters around a round table and said, look, we've got to find ways to work together. Now they're working together. They're doing what we wanted. We're doing and making the great fights that we wanted. Do you feel that this is a good step towards all promoters working in conjunction for the best fights?
Yes, without promoters, there's no boxing. And promoters have worked for the same system for many decades. Now it's good to see adjustments and promoters fighting their stable against their stable. That's very exciting, and it's a lesson to be learned throughout the world. So unity, reciprocity, working together works, like Don King said.
So just get your thoughts on a couple of other things before I let you go. First of all, Canelo's comments regarding David Benavidez and the fight. He says that, look, it's a lose-lose situation for me, and I call the shots. If I want to fight him, I would put in a rehydration clause in there. That might stop the fight from happening. With fights and those big fights wanting to happen, what do you think about that not materializing in the future because of such clauses in the contracts?
You know, that's a statement that is taken out of proportion. Okay. Canelo has never put clauses. Only one fight he did put a clause. But he also was put into clauses by Mayweather, by Cotto. Those clauses are outside of the WBC jurisdiction. Those are private contracts between fighters. If they don't want it, they don't sign and they don't fight. But I believe it's been taken out of proportion. Benavidez is fighting light heavyweight on June. Canelo is defending against Munguia May 4th. And there are many great fights out there. So I'm confident and I'm very happy for what is happening.
Could you be the man to mediate between Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya and get that relationship back going?
You know, we all fight and then we hug and kiss. Boxing has always been like that. If Bob Arum and Don King work together, anything can happen.
Mauricio, as well, I want to turn attention to this weekend as well. We're going to be getting Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. A lot of worry, though, about Ryan Garcia's mental state. Have you seen that? Do you share any worry as to him heading into the weekend?
No, I've been speaking with him directly. He's doing very well, training very well. It's going to be a great fight. Social media works both ways, in a very good way to promote and in a very complicated way to understand everything that happens when you are dealing with different topics than boxing. So it's a matter that we all need to manage and understand that social media is a different player.
Has there been any more movement? You were someone who wanted to bring in the video assistance and use that further. Some people met that with a bit of a resistance to that, but have you been able to have those further conversations with promoters and such others to make that move forward?
Well, we've been using instant replay for 12 years with great satisfactory results all over the world, in the USA, in UK, and it's a must. We have to adjust to the times. Even horse racing has video replay. So boxing must have and must get up to the technology era.
Mauricio, pleasure's all mine. Thanks for speaking Seconds Out, sir. All the best.